Hey, what's up guys, this is Niko here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the best and most efficient Minecraft Bedrock Golden XP farm. This should work on all versions of Minecraft Bedrock whether you play on mobile, console, or PC. As you guys can see there, this farm allows you to get a ton of gold blocks and rotten flesh. By the way, gold blocks can be converted into gold ingots for bartering with piglins. Rotten flesh can be traded with Clark villagers for emeralds. This farm also produces a ton of XP. By the way, this farm should produce about 120 gold blocks and 6,060 rotten flesh per hour. The materials list for this farm will be in the comments. The first step is you build up 6 solid blocks. By the way, you cannot use any solid blocks that burn. A couple examples of solid blocks that don't burn are smooth stone or cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then place 2 blocks over here and 1 over here. Then place 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then fill that outline with solid blocks. Then place a piston over here, 1 over here, 1 over here, and when at this spot, make sure these pistons are facing inwards. Then place an observer over here, 1 over here, 1 over here, and 1 at this spot. Make sure the arrows of those observers are facing the pistons. Then throw a trident at that piston. By the way, it can have any level of durability, for it will never break in the farm. Alright, then place a torch over here, 1 over here, 1 over here, and 1 at this spot. As you guys can see there, the pistons just start moving around repeatedly. Then place a lever over here and flick it down to shut it off. The next step is you place 6 blocks over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then place a slab over here. Then place blocks at each of those spots. Then place blocks at these spots as well. Then place blocks over here as well. Then place blocks around the trident killer. These extra blocks will prevent the zombified piglins from glitching out of the kill chamber. As you guys can see there, your trident killer should be looking like this. By the way, if you don't want it, if you want to make it hard for you to fall off, here's what you could do: place some blocks, extra blocks over here. Place blocks over here. Now you can break these blocks. Then place ladders over here. By the way, you can add 2 ladder pillars if you want. I'm just gonna go with 1. The next step is you place torches at each of those spots. These torches will prevent mobs from spawning. The next step is you go over here, then place 3 blocks over here, then place 2 over here, then break these blocks, then place a hopper over here and a hopper over here. Make sure the nozzles of those hoppers are pointing away from each other. Then place rails on top of the hoppers. Then place 2 minecarts with hoppers over here. Oh, the minecart with hoppers are moving. Okay, just place blocks around the rails first, then place the minecart with hoppers. That'll prevent the minecart with hoppers from moving. Then place some blocks over here. The next step is you place 5 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place a blast furnace or a furnace over here. By the way, I recommend placing a blast furnace because it will smelt things faster than regular furnaces. That will be where the gold swords will go. The gold swords will be smelted in that blast furnace instead of getting incinerated. That is because gold swords can be used to get even more gold nuggets. The next step is you break these blocks. Then crouch down and place a hopper on top of that blast furnace. Make sure it's falling down to the blast furnace. Then place hoppers over here. Make sure the nozzles of those hoppers are falling down to this hopper. The next step is to do the same for the other side. The next step is you go over here, then place blocks over here, then place a crafter over here. Make sure that crafter is facing this way. The crafter will convert gold nuggets into gold ingots. Then place hoppers over here. Make sure the nozzles of those hoppers are falling down to that crafter. Then place another crafter over here. Make sure that crafter is facing this way. Then place a hopper over here. That crafter will automatically convert gold ingots into gold blocks. Alright, then place a double chest over here. That will be where the gold blocks will go. Then place another double chest over here. That will be where the rotten flesh will go. Then place a hopper over here, one over here, and one at this spot. Make sure the nozzle of those hoppers are falling down this chest and these crafters. Oh, how about the I oh yeah, I almost forgot. Place a crafter over here and place a hopper over here. Make sure it's falling down to the crafter. The next step is you place 4 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place a redstone comparator over here. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone comparator are facing the crafter. Then click that redstone comparator 1 time. The redstone comparator should be in subtract mode. Then place a solid block over here and a crafter over here. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone comparator are facing this way. Then place a block over here and a crafter over here. It doesn't matter which way that crafter is facing. Now you can break this block. Then open the crafter and disable 8 slots. After you're done with that step, place a redstone repeater over here. Make sure 2 prongs of that redstone repeater are facing this way. Then place redstone over here. Make sure the redstone goes directly to that crafter. Now you can break these blocks. The next step is you place an observer over here. Make sure the arrow of the observer is facing the crafter. Then dig down some blocks, then place an observer over here. Oh, the arrow of the observer should be facing downwards. The next step is you place a block over here, a block over here, and a block at this spot. Then place a redstone torch at each of those spots. Then place redstone repeaters at each of those spots as well. Make sure 2 prongs of each of those redstone repeaters are facing the torches. Then place a block over here, one over here, and one at this spot. Then place 3 blocks over here, 3 over here, and 3 at this spot. By the way, the reason we're leaving a gap in between the item sorters is so the item sorter won't break. So if you're doing this without overflow protection, if one messes up, it doesn't mess up the whole item sorter. The next step is you place a redstone comparator over here, and one at this spot. Make sure 2 prongs of those redstone comparators are facing this way. Then place redstone at each of those spots. The next step is you go over here, then crouch down and place a hopper over here, one over here, and one at this spot. Make sure also those hoppers are falling down these comparators. The next step is you place items in these hoppers. Just open this hopper, then place a gold nugget at this spot. Then place 41 of the items in this slot. By the way, do not use any gold nuggets, gold ingots, or round flesh. For me, I'm using solid blocks, so I'm going to place 41 solid blocks over here. Then place the items at each of those spots. Then do the same for the other hoppers. For me, this will be where the gold ingots will go, so I'll place a gold ingot over here. And I'll place 41 of the items I want to sort. 41 of the filter items over here. Then I'll place the block at each of those spots. Then I'll open this hopper. Then place round flesh over here, and 41 of the filter items over here. Then place one filter item at each of those spots. The next step is you do the same for the other side. After you're done with that step, your item sorters should be looking like this. By the way, the reason we're building two item sorters is so all the items will be picked up before they despawn. Make sure there's a gold nugget in this hopper, a gold ingot in this hopper, and rotten flesh in this hopper. The next step is to build up 18 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then place 18 solid blocks at each of those spots as well. The next step is to place 4 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 over here. Alright, then place a row of blocks over here. Alright, then place 8 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay. Then fill that outline with solid blocks. Alright, the next step is to place a row of blocks over here. Then place 7 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then fill that outline with solid blocks. You just then create another row of blocks. Then place 6 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then fill that outline with solid blocks. Alright, the next step is to place 7 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then break this block. Then extend that high wall around that platform. Once you're done with that step, your farm should be looking like this. Next step is to make an infinite water source. To do that, place blocks in this formation. Then place water in these 2 corners. By making that infinite water source, you'll be able to use 1 or 2 buckets to fill in all the water for the entire farm. Then place water at each of those spots. As you guys can see there, the water should be flowing like that. Then place 2 buttons or signs over here. That will prevent water from flowing to the kill chamber. Then place water at these spots as well. The water should be flowing like that. Now fill in and break your infinite water source. The next step is you break these 2 blocks, then place 22 obsidian over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then place 21 obsidian over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now place 21 over here. Then place obsidian at this spot. At this point, you should have a 22 by 22 nether portal. Then build that 22 by 22 nether portal over here as well. The next step is you place 8 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then break these 7 blocks. Then place 6 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then place an observer over here. Make sure the arrow of the observer is facing this way. Then place 5 observers over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure the arrows of those observers are facing this way. Then place blocks at each of those spots. Then place 6 blocks over here. And 6 over here as well. Then place 10 over here. Then place 5 trapdoors over here. By the way, do not use any iron trapdoors. Only wooden trapdoors. Then close these trapdoors. These trapdoors should close like that. Oh, gotta do the same for the other side. Alright, then place blocks over here. Then place lava in the middle. As you guys can see there, your nether portal should be lighting up. The next step is you place 8 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then place 21 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you're done that step, place a lever over here. Then place 15 redstone over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you get to this spot, place a redstone repeater over here. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone repeater are facing this way. Then place redstone from here to this spot. And stop right here. The next step is you place a block over here and a redstone torch over here. Then repeat that step until you place a total of 15 redstone torches. Alright, after you're done with that step, flick this lever down. As you guys can see there, that redstone torch should be deactivated. Then place a sticky piston over here. Why is it? Make sure that sticky piston is facing upwards. Then place an observer over here. Make sure the arrow of the observer is facing this way. Then place 2 observers over here. Make sure the arrow of that observer is facing this way. Then break this observer. The next step is you place 2 blocks over here and 3 over here. 1, 2, 3. Then place a dispenser over here. These dispensers should be facing the portal. Place one over here as well. Then place powdered snow in these dispensers. Then place redstone over here. And just like that, your farm is officially complete. I'm gonna do a quick flower hunt so you guys can check and make sure you made this farm correctly. Over here, there should be the item sorters. Make sure you place the correct item in these hoppers. Over here, there should be the auto crafting systems. Oh, over here, there should be the chests. Over here, there should be the furnaces. Over here, there should be the kill chamber. Up here, there should be the portals. Over here, there should be the trapdoor igniter system. Finally, over here, there should be the dispensers with powdered snow. To use the farm, first put some fuel in these furnaces. The more fuel you add, the longer you can use this farm for before having to add more fuel. Then flick these levers up. In this farm, these nether portals are constantly lit by the trapdoor igniter system. They are then broken by dispensers with powdered snow. Every time the nether portals are broken, there is a chance for zombified piglins to spawn. The zombified piglins will then get pushed by the water stream into a kill chamber. In this kill chamber, they are automatically killed. You can collect XP over here, and the loot will get funneled down these item sorters. The gold blocks will go in this chest, and the rotten flesh will go in this chest. If there's anything other than gold swords in these smokers, you'll need to take them out. Also, if there are any buckets as used as fuel in this crafter, you'll need to take them out as well. If you want to get more loot at a time, hold a sword that's enchanted with looting. The looting effect will be applied to the trident. To turn this farm off, first flick this lever down. Then wait for the zombified piglins to get killed. Once all the zombified piglins are killed, flick this lever down to shut the trident killer off. And then go down here. You can collect the loot in these chests. If you want to expand the collection system, add more hoppers in chests. Break these 2 blocks, then place a double chest over here, then place a hopper over here. Make sure nozzle of the hopper is falling down to this chest. That'll allow you to sort twice the amount of loot. If this farm doesn't work for you, number 1, make sure your world difficulty is not set to peaceful. This uh, this farm works whether it is set to easy, normal, or hard. However, the zombified piglins spawn fastest when it is on hard. Number 2, make sure fire spreads is enabled. And number 3, make sure you did not build this farm on a snowy biome. Otherwise, the water will freeze and the zombified piglins will never be able to reach the kill chamber. By the way, whenever you turn this farm off, sometimes the power snow will be dispensed and sometimes it won't. It's fine either way. Well, I think that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy learning how to make the simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock Golden XP farm. By the way, this is the best and most efficient farm out of all of them. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Also, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos. Thanks for watching.